Hello, welcome to Kazini Talks. And if this is your first time tuning into my channel, my name is Nicole. This is a space where we get to learn, grow, and live a purposeful life. So in today's topic, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 6 tips to help you make a great LinkedIn profile. So in case if you haven't watched my other videos of how to improve your CV, what you shouldn't include in your CV, I'll just leave them up here so that you guys can check them out. And yeah, before we go any further, guys, you can also check out my other second channel called Nicole's Diary. I'll leave the link in the description below. And yeah, let's subscribe and get into the video. Okay, so first of all, one of the things that I'll talk about LinkedIn is a great tool, especially when it comes to both job seekers and recruiters as well, because it's a space where both parties get to communicate, and get to share different work experiences, and at the same time also it's a place where job seekers can easily apply for jobs, and also just the recruiters as well use this platform so much to also reach out to different candidates for the different positions that they are looking for. So in case if you don't have a LinkedIn profile, I would highly suggest you get one. You can just go to Google and then create a channel. Create an account on LinkedIn, because it's a very, very important tool. It's a very important asset that you need in the world of today. And most of the times also during some job applications, you'll also find that you'll be asked to paste a link of your LinkedIn profile, because much as the recruiters want to look at your CV and your cover letter, they also want to look at your LinkedIn profile and see if it really resonates with what they're looking for. So I highly recommend you getting a LinkedIn account in case if you don't have. And yeah, for those that have it, of course, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some tips to help you improve your LinkedIn profile. So anyway, let's get into it. So the first point that I will say is, number 1, you need to have a very good quality photo. Okay, so this is so simple because there are different types of photos that we take. Sometimes we have like the selfie photos, we have these other different events photos. For example, if we've gone for a wedding or for a party, those are also different kinds of photos. So I would highly not recommend uploading these on your LinkedIn profile, because it's more of a professional platform. So you want to have something more professional as well. You want to have something that is going to make you look professional. So for the guys, of course, I would recommend just wearing a suit. And then also for the ladies, at least try to have a very formal attire, be it a blazer or just a very nice office top, to make you look serious, because at the end of the day you look more serious, and that is one of the things that draws the recruiters or whoever is looking for someone to your profile. So the next one I will say is you need to have an appropriate headline. So what do I mean by this? This is like the first title that you have on your LinkedIn profile. This can be, of course, a title depending on whatever background or whatever your career field may be. You might be a recruitment manager, or you might be a project manager, or an accountant, a marketer, whatever it is that your job title is. Please make sure you put that at the top of your profile heading, because that way it kind of gives a signal to whoever is looking out for your profile. It helps them get to know what you are, or whatever it is, whatever background it is that you're in. So in other words, if they have a similar position, maybe they're looking for an accountant and they get to see accountant manager, for example, as your job title, obviously they are going to stop and look at your profile to see if it resonates with whatever it is that they're looking for. So you want to make yourself as easy as possible to be found, because LinkedIn has also got an algorithm. So yeah, you need to make yourself as easily to be found on LinkedIn by having a straightforward title. Okay, the next one is profile summary. So this is also similar to the profile title. So in this summary, you want to address, just brief lines about your experience, what it is that you've done in your specific field. You might have been an IT recruiter, or I don't know, an engineer. You want to highlight maybe 3 to 4 lines of this in your profile summary. However, I would also recommend that let these be you should highlight some of the achievements or some of the problems that you were able to solve in whatever ABC company you worked for previously. So that needs to kind of stand out. And you also need to make sure that you include lots of keywords. This is something that I've been talking about even in my previous videos. You need to include at least some keywords in your profile summary, because this helps you easily get found by recruiters. Okay, so just like your CV that also includes your work experience, you need to also have a work experience as well appear on your LinkedIn profile. So you can summarize this by putting your most current work experience, and then the rest follow below. So with this, you can as well just add a few pointers or a few lines of some of the activities that you did in your previous job or in your current job, in case if you're already working. However, I would emphasize mainly including the things that you did to solve a problem within the company in your job description. You do not just need to highlight, okay, whatever it is that you did. For example, maybe I was recruiting people for this position, but how exactly did your recruitment help to solve whatever problem the company was facing at that point in time, if at all that makes sense. So instead of just highlighting normal work experiences or normal job descriptions, at least go a little bit of a mile and explain how you were able to solve certain problems while in that company, or if at all you're currently in that company, then just focus on what you did to solve a particular problem. Because at the end of the day, you need to know that much as recruiters or managers, whatever they are, look for people who are able to solve a particular problem within their company. They're not just looking for people for the sake of looking for them or for the sake of filling a vacant position. So you need to remember that at the end of the day, you as a job seeker, it's not all about you, but it's all about the company. So you need to make sure that you align your experiences with whatever it is they are looking for. Okay, the next one I will talk about recommendations. So just as a CV usually has recommendations, you also need to have recommendations as well on your LinkedIn profile. So recommendations is something very, very super important. And at the end of the day, like, this is an area that helps recruiters or CEOs who are looking to hire someone into their company get to know a little bit more about you. So I would mainly suggest you approaching, for example, your previous boss or your previous supervisor or manager, whoever it is, your superior, someone that you worked with previously, to recommend you. This is super important, because much as, yes, the recruiters want to see a very nice CV, but at the same time they also want to get to know more about you through your recommendations. They want to know what opinion other people have had working with you. So that is super, super important. If you do not have any recommendations, then I definitely suggest that you begin to look out or to reach out to people that you've previously worked with and let them just write you a recommendation on your LinkedIn profile, because it counts a lot. Okay, then my last point will be you need to make sure that you also include your contact details. So you can always include it in your profile summary, or like, for example, in mine, I usually like to include my CV as well in my LinkedIn profile. So that is where I include my contact details, my email address, my phone number. So in case maybe someone is looking for a job is looking maybe to hire someone for a particular job and they come to my profile, then they'll easily find my CV attached as well in my LinkedIn profile, where they can easily be able to get my contact details. However, if you don't wish to include your CV, then you can always include your contact details somewhere where it's visible for them to be able to reach out to you in case if they have picked the interest and want to get to know you more. So yeah guys, these are my tips to help you have a very great profile and to help you stand out. So these are some of the things that you really need to keep in mind, especially in this job market. It's a very, very competitive market, and one of the things that you should know is that you're not only competing with yourself, but with the rest of the world that is also looking forward to that same job, to that same position. So you need to make sure that you put in the work to get whatever it is that you want. So yeah guys, I'll leave it at this. This has been it for the video. If you liked it, please do comment down below what you think about the tips that I've shared, or if you have any other pointers to top up on what I've said, you can as well leave them in the comment section below. And you can also follow me on my LinkedIn, which will be here. You can as well reach out to me as well on my Instagram, which will be here as well. And yeah, please remember to subscribe, like the video. Let's grow this channel, and I'll definitely catch you in my next one. Bye for now.